Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. This video is going to be about the Architecture Firm OS, the Notion template for architecture firms. So let's dive into the dashboard. First of all, we have our databases which are grouped here, which we are going to come back to later on. So let's continue going into the dashboard. Here we have this week priorities. So this is your tasks in a board view, which you can drag and drop from to do, in progress, and review. Next, we have a calendar view for this week's meetings. So this is a weekly calendar where you can drag also and drop your weekly meetings, or you can have a table view filtered by this week to see your weekly meetings. Next, we have the client pipeline. You can drag and drop your client from a lead to active to done to past and other stages for the clients. Also, you have your active projects. Here you can see all your projects that are active, a projects board, and a calendar view for your projects. Next, you have the construction site alerts. Here you can see your construction sites alerts and link them to projects or spaces. Also, you can see your uh, construction sites by status, so either open, working on it, or fixed. And finally, you have the firm health, which is your finance board, where you can see all the money out and the money in for your business. Also, there is many views that you can discover yourself, like the calendar here or the table view for this week. Coming back to our main dashboard, you have a quick actions section where you can add projects or tasks or meeting, site issues, or expenses. So let's test one of these buttons. So let's click, for example, add projects, and you get this whole table view when you can add your projects. Let's see, for example, test project, and then you can fill your whole project table. So let's delete it for now. So these buttons are helpful for users that don't want to get into the databases, then add new projects or tasks or anything. They can just use these quick action buttons rather than go in here, for example, and add in new items. So this is a fast way to add either your projects, tasks, etc. So now let's go back to our databases. Here I have grouped the databases for each hub separately. So we have the business hub. Here you have your projects, invoices, clients, contact directory, timesheets, and team. For the operation hub, you have tasks, expenses, meetings. For the design hub, you have drawings, furniture, items, and spaces for rooms. And finally, the construction hub, you have the site issues and the builder questions. So let's dive into the databases. Here we have the projects. So projects are linked to your clients, invoices, tasks, drawings, expenses, site issues, etc. There is many things linked to projects. Also, the project board to drag and drop the status of the projects from to do, in progress, and complete, calendar view, etc. Next, you have your invoices. Here you can add all your invoices coming from your clients. So you add an invoice name, and they are also linked to your clients, to projects. You can add a PDF, upload it from your computer into here and store it. Also, you have your status board for invoices sent, paid, overdue, a timeline view for your invoices also. So let's go back. We have your clients here, a list of your client as a table view, linked to projects related to invoices, and a client board to drag and drop your clients from lead, active, on hold, and all these statuses. So we go back by clicking here. Next, you have your contact directory where you can store all your contacts. Here is the list of all your contacts by role. You can see them by role or by company. If we go back, you have your timesheets. Here you can track your timesheets and linked to projects and the timesheets of your team also. So also you have your timesheets grouped by projects and the calendar view for your timesheets. Next, we have our team. Here, a list of all your team. You can store their emails or roles, phone numbers, etc. And your team are linked to timesheets, tasks, and projects. You can see your team by role if it's easier for you, or by availability if it is easier for you, of course. Next, we have our meetings database. If we go inside it, we find all our meetings that are stored. They are linked to projects, they have a status, and you can also write your meeting notes here. Also, you can see it from a calendar view, or you can see your meetings by projects. Now let's go back once again. Here we have our designs. Here you find your drawings table. You can store all your drawing here, link them to projects or to tasks. You can also upload a plan PDF. You can also see your drawings by revisions. So for example, C1, P1, P2, you can drag and drop to change the revision. Next, we have our furniture and items. Here you can store all your items and furniture. You can also find a supplier here that you can link it to. Spaces, projects, you can upload the image for your furniture. You can see them by status, order, proposed, or returned, and you can see a gallery view. Of course, if you add any photos, they will be shown here. Let's go back once again. We have our spaces. Here you can find all your home spaces. You can link them to projects, to furniture, or to site issues. You can also see your spaces by room type, for example, bedroom, kitchen, office, etc. If we go back once again, and finally we have our construction hub, where we can see our site issues. Here you can store all your site issues. You can even add a photo for your site issues, link them to project, to space. We can see them by status, fixed, open, or working on it, and critical issues. Here I have filtered by critical, so there is none. If we change a status to critical, they will be shown here. Finally, we have our builder questions. Here you can store all your builder questions, link them to a project or to a contact directory. And you can see by status here, I have filtered open questions only, so you're only going to see open questions. And finally, and one more time, this is the final dashboard for the Architecture Firm OS. So this is it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.